Hello and welcome to my home. Today I'm going to review a product made by Kuhn Rikon. It's a pair of shears. Actually, it's a set of 4 shears. And I'm going to test them and review it and give my opinion about it. But also check out my other videos on my channel on container gardening, easy to prepare recipes, other product reviews, and my community channel. So let's go check out those shears. So here's the shipping box that it came in. I'm going to open it up. And this was sold as a holiday package. So there's 4 of them, and they're supposed to have 4 gift boxes in there. So let's see if that's true. And that's the company that makes them. You see these advertised a lot on QVC, so they have them throughout the year. I've never purchased these before, but I went ahead, and it looks like they have 4 instructions, so that if you did want to give these 4 as gift, you could drop a little bit of the instructions in there. So I think that's good. It gives you directions on cleaning, how even to use the shears, and they claim these can be used in the kitchen, around the house, in the garden, and other uses. So these came in different colors, and this is the color that I selected. It's some type of variety pack of colors. They'll give you a selection of. Now this is supposed to have a couple of features. They say it's ergonomic, the way the handle is made. It has a spring-loaded action, and it has a safety clip right here. And you just press it and it pops open, and then you just push it back together to secure them. So you hear that little noise, that was it unlocking. Now this is also supposed to be self-sharpening. So I'm going to give you a closer look at that blade. Here's a look at the handle. Now I'm going to say off the bat, I'm not seeing anything special about the ergonomics, but I can see where it might be easier than, doing the old scissor with your fingers in here, which can, even for me, it can give me some cramping fingers. But things around the house, it can cut wire. So I got one of those, you know how you get those twist ties that sometimes be on bread or some other items that you may get. So okay, that was relatively easy. I'm going to compare it to my scissors. Here we go again. Yep, it was sharp enough for that. Some of you may do some crafting work, and you may have beads that you need to cut. So I'm going to see if I can cut this. Yeah, that was pretty simple. That was just a plastic wire. So that did that pretty good. Now this is some tin. I'm going to see if I'll cut that. It cut it, but it took some effort to cut it. Now this is a chain, a regular chain, and we'll see if it can do that. No, it's not going to do that. So it's not going to do more of the heavy duty things that you may have. So it's starting to feel a little wonky. So I'm going to, they claim if you press it a couple of times, you can resharpen it. I'm going to test it on this paper. Yeah, it's still slicing the paper. I don't think it's going to handle anything but light duty type items. I'm going to try this regular aluminum foil pan. Okay, it cut that. Let's compare it to my scissors. It does do better than regular scissors on that job. So I have a package of batteries, and I want to see if it can cut through this packaging. And that's one of the things that it does as a selling point when they advertise it, is that it can cut through those types of clamshells, if I could say it. So I'm going to give you that shot here, give you a good shot. So that's where I cut through the end. And I'm going to show you next cutting through and see how it does here. Yeah, it cuts through it. So these shears are said to be able to cut through chicken bones. So I'm going to give it a shot. This is the leftover turkey that we had. So I'm going to see if it can. Okay, it's not cutting through that thigh bone. That is not working. Probably it can cut through the meat pretty good. Let's see. Let's try to find a smaller bone. This is a rib cage. It can cut through the rib cage bone. So I've been using the Kuhn Rikon Shears for about 30 days, and this is my impression. Based on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this a 6.8. And I based it on some pros and some cons, and I did take some notes. I'm going to be referring to my notes, but I'm going to start with the pros first. One of the pros that I like about it is it does have a safety clip to keep it closed and secure. So if you put it in your drawer, the shears, let me show them right here. If you put these in a drawer like that, you could risk, cutting your hand pretty badly. So it does have that little locking mechanism to keep it nice and secure. It also has a nice grip to it. I don't have to put my hand through the little holes like on the ends of other pairs of scissors, so that makes it a little nicer to hold. But I also have a negative about this that I'll talk to when I get to the other cons about it. It is stainless steel and it's food grade, so you can use it in the kitchen. You shouldn't be using your regular scissors in the kitchen as they're not food grade. Also, you can wash these. Now you wash these by hand according to the instructions. Warm soapy water, and you need to really make sure you dry them because you don't want to, get any rust or discoloration on your blade. It does come in some different fun colors. This set of 4 is called the Farmhouse, so I have about 4 different colors for each shear. Now this is moderately priced. It was a package of 4 that they were selling for the holidays, and it was $39.98. I picked it up when it was a free shipping day, so I only had to pay tax, and that brought the price to, let me check my notes, to $42.38. So that's a little bit more than $10 per this shear. Takes me to some of the cons that I have for it. Speaking about that ergonomic grip that they're selling this as, this is hard plastic that you're going to be squeezing on, and I know on the ergonomical other types of tools that I have, it'll have some nice comfortable rubber gripping wrapped around here to make it even more comfortable. This doesn't have that. Also, I took exception to, in these instructions that you get, one of the first things you read is that it will cut almost anything. And then it goes on and it talks about you can use it in the kitchen, around the house, in the garden, and other uses. And it talks about, at least in the demonstration that was shown on QVC, that you could use these to cut through bone. You saw earlier, it can cut through thin bones like breastbone of a poultry, and it can cut through the meat. But if you're really trying to cut a really thick bone of a chicken or a turkey, you're going to have difficulties. It's not going to be able to do that. So I took off for that only because it made this comment that it can cut, and make sure I read it, cut almost anything. So that's, you need to be careful. If you're going to use these, think of these as just being like, regular scissors. The other con that I have is that there's no warranty listed for this. There's no warranty listed on this piece of paper they give you. There's no warranty on the online description of it. And I know some companies shy away from warranties, but if you have a good product, you can at least do a 60 or 90-day warranty, and I'm not seeing that with this particular product. Now, one of the pros I said was that you can hand wash it, but if you're going to be using these in the kitchen, you might want to put these in the dishwasher, and you cannot put these in the dishwasher. Do not put these in the dishwasher. So that's a con for me, because if I really wanted to sterilize it after cutting some raw meat, I wouldn't be able to do that. I have to really rely on some really hot soapy water. Another thing I noticed, they gave you these gift boxes. And the gift boxes are the same color as the shears. So they're 4 different color shears. So they're 4 different color boxes. What I noticed is, here's the box, here's the shear. If you want to keep all this nice little protective wrapping around it and make it look very nice and pristine, it won't fit completely into the tip of the box, which means when you go to fold it over, let me see here, can you see it's going to leave a gap in there? And presentation is everything, and that just doesn't look right. I mean, you could give it that way, but you may be tempted to instead, if you really wanted to use that box and have it fold over nicely, you're going to have to take all the packaging off of it, which I think defeats the purpose. Then put it in here. Then you can fold it over and it closes nice and tight that way, but I don't like that exposed blade down there at the bottom. So I will probably, if I was going to give this as a gift, do it this way and have it kind of looking a little wonky up there. But the box wasn't well thought out, I think, and so I took off for that. So yeah, 6.8 is my rating for this. They could improve upon it, and it would be a real nice product, but that's the best I can give for it. Now, for the 30 days I was using it, it worked fine. I cut wrapping paper, ribbon, since it's Christmas time, and I'm wrapping gifts. I also used it to break down all those cardboard delivery boxes, and it did well on that. I actually like using these shears better than what I normally use, which is just a box cutter or some of my regular type scissors with the little holes in the handle. So that's it. If you like that video, hit the thumbs up like button and consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I've uploaded a new video.